Hi, welcome to the Crypto Republic. Before we dive in, if you're serious about staying ahead in this once-in-a-lifetime financial shift, make sure you like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Republic. All right, buckle up, everyone, because what's happening right now in the global markets isn't just another bullish setup. It's a monetary earthquake forming right beneath our feet. We're talking about liquidity shifts, central bank pivots, and institutional positioning that can ignite one of the biggest crypto moves we've ever seen. And if you hold XRP, what's coming next could change everything. XRP is quietly building pressure, up around 6.8% in the past 24 hours, outperforming Bitcoin, outperforming Ethereum. Bitcoin's trading near 111,000, Ethereum just below 4,000, but XRP is leading the momentum. Zoom in on the 4-hour chart, you'll see it, a textbook breakout structure. Higher lows stacking since early September, a clean breakout above resistance, bullish divergence flashing across multiple indicators. It's the same pattern we saw in 2017, right before XRP went vertical. History doesn't always repeat, but it sure rhymes. All coins are showing life again. XLM up 3.5%, and Cardano rising. The entire market looks like a coiled spring. But here's what most people are missing. This isn't happening in isolation. Behind the charts, macro forces are lining like a storm front. And it all starts with the Federal Reserve. The Fed's pivot. Liquidity is returning. We've seen this movie before. Every major crypto rally in history shares one key ingredient: liquidity returning to the system. Right now, the Fed's tightening cycle is at its breaking point. JP Morgan just projected the Fed could halt QT at the next FOMC meeting. Bank of America agrees. Deutsche Bank agrees. They all see the same thing. Money markets flashing stress. Repo rates are climbing. Discount window borrowing up 238% year over year. That's not strength, that's strain. Over the last 2 weeks, the Fed's balance sheet has expanded by $10 billion. That's QE, quietly sneaking back through the side door. Back in 2020, the same thing happened, and within 6 months, Bitcoin exploded from 11,000 to 64,000. XRP followed right behind. History doesn't lie. The institutional chorus is forming. JP Morgan, Bank of America, Deutsche Bank, all lining up behind the same forecast. And then there's Christine Lagarde at the European Central Bank talking about fragmented liquidity and the need for digital settlement solutions. Translation, the system is moving towards digital money rails. That ties directly to Ripple and their growing network of banking partnerships, Sandera, SBI Holdings, even European central bank pilot programs. When liquidity returns, utility-based assets like XRP benefit first because they serve a function. While most chase hype, Ripple's building the foundation of the new system. Historical parallels echo of 2008 and 2020. So let's zoom out for a second. Every time monetary tightening ends abruptly, the same thing happens. In 2008, after Lehman, the Fed pivoted. Liquidity flooded in and markets soared. In 2020, during the pandemic, QE began again. Bitcoin rallied 500% in 8 months. Both pivots happened right after cracks formed in banking reserves. That's what we're seeing right now. Global trade tensions, 100% tariffs on Chinese software imports. And the parallels get even stronger. President Trump meets President Xi just 48 hours before those tariffs take effect. If that meeting cools tensions and the Fed pivots, that's a 1-2 punch. Policy easing, trade relief, market fuel for risk assets. Let's look at this technical setup, the wedge of destiny. Bitcoin's been coiling inside a massive ascending wedge since August, 108,000 to 116,000. Tight range, thin volume, classic pre-breakout formation. If the Fed turns dovish, the wedge breaks up fast. Ethereum's mirroring the same setup, momentum building, tight coil. And XRP, the cleanest chart of them all. A confirmed higher high on the daily breakout level, $2.64. Next target, $2.73. After that, the psychological resistance at $3. Above that, price discovery begins. It's accumulation before expansion, just like the 2017. Here's the chart no one's watching, the Federal Reserve repo facility. That's where banks park cash overnight and it's collapsing. Last time it bottomed out, late 2020. Weeks later, Bitcoin went parabolic. We're seeing the same thing again. As the repo drains, that idle money comes out back to life. Like a dam opening, tensions in liquidity, rush downstream into risk assets. Crypto's that river. XRP, thesis, utility meets timing. Okay? Let's tie it all together. Ripple positioned XRP as infrastructure, a bridge for global settlement. Christine Lagarde says cross-border instant payments are the future of finance. Let that sink in for a second. The IMF and BIS keep publishing on interoperability bridge assets. That's XRP's entire purpose. Now add timing, liquidity returning, rate cuts coming, institutions searching for yield, and you get what I call a shockwave scenario. In physics, a shockwave is invisible energy until it suddenly breaks through. In markets, liquidity behaves the same way. You don't see it until everything moves at once. And when it does, utility assets move first. XRP leads the pack. Countdown to the FOMC. We're just days away from the next FOMC meeting. CME data shows a 98% chance of a rate cut this month and a 99% chance of another in December. 2 cuts back to back. That's not just easing, that's a pivot. At the same time, QE footprints are reappearing. Banks are pleading for liquidity. Global trade talks are heating up. All of it converges in the next 10 days. If you think markets are volatile now, wait until that announcement hits. Volatility isn't the enemy, ladies and gentlemen. It's the signal. So what to expect? Volatility is our opportunity. Quick reality check. This isn't financial advice, it's financial theory and literacy. We don't gamble on emotion. We prepare with information. Here's what I'm swatching. Stable coins on standby. Bitcoin above 114,000. Ethereum above 4,000. XRP above $2.64. Fed officials ending quantitative tightening. If those align, we could see the market ignite. In 2020, within 5 months of QE restarting, crypto's total market cap rose over 600%. We're entering the same environment, but bigger, faster, and with real utility driving it. So here's the big picture. Money reborn. This isn't just about trades. It's about money itself evolving. The old system, slow, permission, opaque, is colliding with a new one, instant programmable, transparent. JP Morgan's Onyx division is already using blockchain settlement. Ripple's expanding into CBDC pilots. Christine Lagarde's pushing for digital euro interoperability. The Fed's testing Fed now. The infrastructure is here. The fuse is lit. When I say crypto shockwave, I'm talking about the physics of money changing. And when that happens, those who understand liquidity, not speculation, will be on the right side of history. So here's my final thoughts. Prepare for impact. Global liquidity bottoming. Institutional policy pivoting. Technical structure primed. And XRP, the bridge between old and new, showing strength before anyone else. That's not coincidence. That's evolution. We are 4 days out from the next Fed decision. The countdown has begun. So stay informed. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Because when that shockwave hits, you'll want to be positioned, not panicking. In every market cycle, wealth moves from the impatient to the prepared. Right now, the prepared are paying attention. So keep your eyes on the charts, your mind on the macro, and your conviction in the utility, shaping the next era of finance. This is the calm before the shockwave. Stay ready. If you found value, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The next few weeks will be historic. Thank you for watching, and we're going to see you in the next one. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button, ring that bell, leave a comment with your thoughts, turn on notifications, and most importantly, subscribe to the Crypto Republic, bringing you the truth about XRP, global banking moves, and the wealth transfer already unfolding. Don't just watch history happen. Stay informed, stay ahead, and stay in the Republic.